We're always curious about songs, and we're always curious about their lyrics. And right now, we have this particular song in mind.
And that particular song is called Ring by Cardi B featuring Kehlani, which you should all recognize by the sound of this.
Yeah, so I think that's mainly Cardi B's song, and as far as I know, she's a rapper. Yeah, she's a rapper.
Yeah.
And Khelani, she always does vocals, and she has a lot of awesome songs out right now. I can't name any at the moment.
Gangster, well, that was released a while ago.
I know that from Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got together, put together a song, and yeah.
Yeah. And the video came out this year as well. So this is off Cardi B's album. So yeah, you could say that it's mainly her song.
Oh, okay, was there not a video out when it came out?
No.
When did the song come out?
I'm not too sure. Towards the beginning of the year.
So it's still this year?
Yeah, still this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. I don't know. I like the way the song sounds. V seems to play it quite often. From what I've seen with the chorus, I don't know if she plays that song a lot in reference to me or someone else, or I don't know. But
No, mate, no.
I think a lot of girls, I think a lot of anyone, whether they're a girl or a guy, can relate to this song.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I've only fully read the chorus, the hook, and from what I can see from there, I don't know. It's a pretty common scenario.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get on to it.
Cool. So we'll start off with the chorus, and the chorus is sung by Khelani, and it starts off with, "You don't hit my line no more, oh oh, you don't make it ring, 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 ring."
Oh, we might as well just read the second line as well.
Okay. "I can't keep this on the low, I want you to make it ring, 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 ring."
Yeah. You don't hit my line no more.
As in phone line, I think. I'm pretty sure she's trying to say.
I don't know, like me, I got this bad idea with a lot of current songs, a lot of like songs nowadays, and I always feel like there's a lot of sexual references.
You think that everything's a sexual innuendo, though?
I don't know, it's just the way music is nowadays, like everything's sexual. And when she says you don't hit my line, like who knows what she means by you don't hit my line? Like what is that line?
I'm pretty sure it's in reference to a phone line. Legit.
Yeah, but she's not using the home phone, she's using a mobile, 100%. I bet she has a smartphone.
But mobile phones still need to use the phone lines, right?
Yeah, kind of, but it's all like
cell
it's all
towers
cordless and stuff. Yeah, I guess with the cell towers.
Or it could, she could be referencing the app called Line.
Oh no, I don't know.
It's like WhatsApp.
Yeah, and Viber.
And Kakao Talk. And then there's Line.
Oh, okay. I only know Viber and WhatsApp.
Oh, okay. Now there's heaps of different ones.
Yeah, there must be.
Because my mum uses Line.
Oh yeah, is that good?
It's okay. I don't know. It's just like every other.
Must be an international thing.
Yeah. And also I know Line because BTS promotes for it. Anyway, but yeah, she could be referencing Line as in you don't message me online anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, online. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. She could also be talking about different kind of lines, like as in
I know.
like some illegal substances that people like to draw out in a straight line. Yeah, and maybe this particular person's not hitting that line that she drew out anymore, and she feels like she can't entertain her people or like her special someone
that
with her
could
lines.
be because the next line it says you don't make it ring, and what she could mean by after that someone hits that line and their head starts ringing.
Yeah.
No, this is really bad.
I don't know. But no, I just thought like, hit my line, she could mean something else, and then you didn't make it ring, like as in, oh, you didn't like make it ring, or like, because it reminds me of I know this song isn't like a sexual reference as well, but it reminds me of that other song, Ring My Bell, that song, that old disco song. Yeah, because I don't know
that one.
Yeah, because when I hear that song, like, it sounds so sexual to me.
Yeah.
Like, I heard that song was written for a little girl to sing, and it had to do with like calling someone on the phone, which is just like what this song's about. But I don't know, like when I hear it, like it's got such this like sexual influence. And,
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that this song probably pretty much had that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, from what we can see, someone's not calling her.
Yeah.
And
she's being very vocal about it.
yeah,
She's saying, I can't keep this on the low. So she's letting it be known that this is not on.
yeah,
Yeah.
and she wants them to make it ring.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does that mean I don't know? I don't know about other people nowadays, but for me, my phone's always on silent because now I'm used to going here like, oh, make sure your phone doesn't ring, or you go to hospital, you got to make sure your phone's off. You go to, because I still go to school, like I go to university. You got to make sure your phone doesn't ring. When you're sitting an exam or something. Like, so I when you're at the movies, you got to make sure it doesn't ring as well. So I'm very used to having my phone on silent. Like most of the time, my phone's on silent, unless I'm at a party because I need it loud, or else I won't hear my phone.
Yeah.
And sorry to all my friends out there that call me and then I don't pick up the phone. When I do check my phone, if you actually leave your number or a message, I'll call you back. Because whenever I check my phone and someone's tried to get in contact with me and I missed it, I'll do my best to get back in contact, But for those people that like to call on private number, I'm sorry to say this, but, I can't get back to you.
Yeah.
Unless you leave me a message, of course, like a voicemail or something. Yeah, I can get back to that. But, yeah, it's just... most like what I was gonna say, most of the time my phone's actually on silent.
Yeah.
And sometimes at parties I do leave it on silent.
My phone's usually like on vibrate.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just vibrating, so it's not ringing. Does that still count as ringing the phone?
Yeah, because you're
even
it's just to denote that you're like
Yeah.
calling someone.
Yeah. Maybe she has this new ringtone that she's put on her phone, and she wants to hear it and show off to her friends. Oh, hey guys, look at my new ringtone. Oh.
I'm the kind of person that like if I really like a song or if I put it as my ringtone and then someone calls me, I sit there and listen to the ringtone rather than pick up the call. I'm that kind of person.
I remember like sometimes like there'd be a song I thought was so cool and I wanted to show everyone it was my ringtone, and I'd hope to hell that someone would call me.
Yeah.
And when they do call me, like it's in my pocket and it's ringing, but I'll do my best to like, I can't put my hand in the pocket.
Just so it plays a bit longer.
Yeah, I'll take my time just so people can hear the song. I'm
Yeah.
like, hello? But I don't know. Maybe she's gonna do that. I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, that's the chorus by Kehlani.
Yeah, and pretty much to sum it up, how will we sum it up?
I would say that she's just clearly expressing that she's upset she doesn't receive phone calls from a particular someone anymore.
Yeah, she wants someone
Straight
to
up.
get. Yeah, she wants someone to get in contact with her, and I don't know if it's a
He or
but-
she.
Yeah, but they don't make it ring.
Yeah.
anymore, as in her phone, not her other things. Yeah.
Oh yeah. We'll move on to the verses. So verse 1 starts off. It's Cardi B sings the verse. She doesn't sing. She raps the verses. So in verse 1, it starts off as, "Should I call first? I can't decide. I want to, but a bitch got pride."
You said the B word.
Yeah.
I thought you don't want to say the B word.
I don't know. Cardi B says it in this like attitude
makes
kind
it
of way.
cool.
Yeah,
She
she
makes
makes
it
it cool. She
I
makes.
don't know.
She makes.
You were upset about the B word last time. Yeah.
I felt as soon as I said the B word there, I was like, oh.
Yeah. Did you feel cool?
But then, yeah, a little bit. But then I had to keep going. I couldn't just like stop.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, should I call first? I can't decide. I want to, but a B got pride. So
Wait, let me interrupt here. Should I call first? Why is that a decision? Like, why is that something someone has to think about? I know this game, you know. This whole
Then why are you questioning it if you know this game?
No. I mean, I've been through this because when I want to talk to someone, I call them or I message them straight away. Like, well, why does she have to think about calling first? If she wants to talk to someone, why doesn't she just call? You know what I mean? But I know how it is because I've read the things on the internet, and apparently girls like think, oh, they shouldn't be the one calling first because if they call first, they seem desperate. I'm
sure you've hesitated over it before as well, like whether or not you should be calling first.
Oh yeah, because I'm shy as hell. You know, like,
what exactly?
Like, what if they hate me? Blah blah blah. But either way, you just gotta go with your gut feeling. If you want something, just do it. You know, because if you don't want something or you don't show you want something, you're gonna miss out. Yeah, it's as simple as that.
But I think it's usually people hesitate or have anxiety over whether or not they should call first because of the way they might come across to the person. So if they have a relationship with this kind of person, it could speak volumes about where their relationship will be headed next. So like if
calling first is making a phone call. So if things
are already delicate, like say like you're the one that pissed off a person, right? And then you just had a fight with somebody and then you decide to call first, that person's already pissed off at you. And then if you decide to call first, you're pissing them off even more. And then you've blown your chances of ever calling them again, or they might be even more pissed off at you.
That could be a chance to apologise. You know, I could apologise. Like, sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
That's the delicacy of relationships. Like, you don't... There are other factors.
Yeah, well, this is not the case because later she says...
No, but I'm just saying in general, the idea of hesitating or having anxiety of whether or not you should call a person first.
I don't know. I get it. But here she says she wants to call, but she's got pride. And come on, what's this pride? You know, just call. You know, like, come on. It shows affection.
But you know, maybe to her it comes across as weak. And you don't want to seem weak. You know?
That's silly, man. Because, you know, when you want to talk to someone, you just talk to them. Or, like, if you really want to talk to someone, you'll talk to them. And if you don't, then whatever. Well, but she sounds like she really wants to talk to this person. That's the thing, you know? Because should I call first? I want to decide. She's already bringing it to that level where she's definitely decided she needs to get in contact with this person. But here's the problem, you know, with me, if I think about, like, do I feel like talking to this person? I'm like, maybe. And yeah, it's just... But she definitely wants to talk to this person. I don't know, but her pride's in the way.
Yeah.
Do you get like that sometimes? Like, oh, should I call them? Like,
no, not really.
Pride? Are you like that with me? Like, oh, should I call? No, really. I got pride.
No.
Yeah, same here. Like, if I need something, I'm like, hey...
Like, if I don't want to talk to you, I'm not going to talk to you.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you want to go eat something? Like, it's as simple as that. It's not about pride. Yeah. Like, am I supposed to get offended that I ask you, hey, you want to go eat something? Am I supposed to be looking after my pride just in case you think that I'm gluttonous and I'm going to get overweight or something because I want to eat?
No, I think it's more about looking...
What's the pride here? That's what I
think it's more like looking like the submissive one.
Why is it submissive?
Because you're the one that's giving in, that might come across as...
Wait, giving into what?
Giving into whether or not you should call a person first. It's like, you know, the last man standing kind of thing.
Wait, what? Why?
Yeah, what's that?
But why is it the last man standing? I don't understand.
It's like, in a relationship... This is how I see relationships. In a relationship, there's always one person who's the more submissive one. So the one who gives in more often, the one who's more lenient, the one who serves more and caters more to the other person, right? And then the other person is the more dominant one, who gets served.
Does that make them dominant if they get served?
Like,
because if they're getting served all the time, how can that be dominant? How can that prove that they're dominant? It sounds like they have dependency.
No, because it's more like, you know, I want this done, you go do it for me, And so that submissive one drops everything to go do whatever it is that person wants. That's what I mean. That's what I think is the dynamic of a lot of relationships, right? It's never even. There's always one person that's more submissive than the other.
But that's just normal, and happy couples work with that.
Yeah, okay, but I think for new relationships, this sounds like it's a new, like if it is about a relationship, it sounds like it was a new one. And so you're still testing out the grounds. You're still trying to find out who has more of, who has what role in the relationship. And so if you are the first one to give in and be submissive, that sets the dynamic of your relationship for throughout the duration of your relationship. I think so.
I don't think so.
I think so.
No. And either way, so she doesn't want to be the dismissive one?
Maybe.
Then why does calling make her the dismissive one?
Submissive. You mean submissive?
Submissive.
Yeah.
Why does calling make her the submissive one?
Because it shows that she needs that person more than that person needs her.
But
so
she's
she
the one
seems
making the
weaker.
call.
Yeah.
So
it's more like, it's not just about making the call simply for making a call. It's more like you're giving in and showing weakness and asking and kind of begging or asking for that person.
Why begging?
Not begging. Yeah, that's not begging. That's the wrong word.
To me, because this is the way I take it. If you make the call, you're dominant because you have the balls to call this someone, and even though it might be embarrassing, it's like, oh, you're busy. Oh, because when I call someone, I'm always like a bit nervous. Like, oh crap! Like, what if they're busy? What if I interrupted them? During yoga or something. I'm a bit scared, but I make myself like courageous. Like, no, I gotta do this. And I feel like when I made the call, like, yeah, I'm dominant here. I don't feel like I'm submissive after I made a call. That's why I'm a bit confused here. Like, what's this pride thing? But I guess with your example, I can kind of see where it's coming from. But I don't know. I feel like maybe she needs to be a bit more like, no, I'm making the calls. I'm the one calling the shots here. And I want to contact this person, and I let it be known. It's not up to them when they decide to see me. It's up to me when they decide to see me, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't know, but at the same time, it's probably the angle's different from a female, isn't it?
Yeah. It is.
Because, I know what it's like. The guy is supposed to take the lead, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I get it. Because it's like the whole... a guy is supposed to be asking a girl out on a date, not a girl asking a guy out kind of thing.
Yeah, it could
Does that
be
still
that.
exist? Does that thing still exist?
Yeah, like chivalry.
Is it chivalry?
I don't know, but... Oh, no. I don't think chivalry is the right term. It's around the right idea.
Yeah, I think people are taking that whole world of chivalry the wrong way.
I think it, with reference to what you said, I think it could very well refer to that.
Yeah, I think it's probably around that.
I think I'm looking at it from a too much of a feminist point of view.
Feminist? Are you feminist?
In the true sense of the idea and concept, yeah, I think so.
Do you get offended by things that I say?
Yes, because...
Okay, then you're feminist. Yeah, that's all I need to hear. That's it.
Yeah, but not just in reference to, like, being feminist or anything. Sometimes you can just straight up call me a name. And like, who wouldn't be offended if you just straight up walked up to someone and said, you're a pig?
It's a joke. I didn't call you a pig.
No, I'm just as an example.
Yeah, okay.
But if anyone walked up to someone and just blatantly called them a pig to their face... Anybody would be offended by that.
Yeah, well, I don't do that. That's horrible. That's a horrible thing.
Unless you were a pig.
Yeah. Well, I don't ever recall ever calling someone a pig. Yeah. So, yeah.
Except for maybe coppers.
Yeah. No comment. If anything's got to do with the police, no comment, people. But yeah. I think it's got to do with the guy should be asking the girl out, not the girl. Is that really what it is? Is that why a girl won't call someone? Maybe
for some girls. For me, it won't be that.
Yeah, because that's kind of inconvenient. That just makes...
Bit sexist.
Yeah. How do feminists feel about that?
Ask them.
Given that you're I thought you said you're a feminist.
Well, there are two types of feminists. I think the not modern, but there is a type of feminism that really just detests the other sex, and they're all about, like, for example, I've been reading all over the internet, a guy would hold open a door for a girl, and she'd be like, who the F are you? I can hold open my own door.
Heard about that.
And blah, blah,
That's
blah.
silly.
That, like, I'm not that kind of feminist.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying that's kind of silly, Like, people have
Yeah.
manners. I hold a door for anyone,
Yeah.
whether you're a guy or a girl, you're old or young.
Yeah.
It's just what you do, because the main thing you want when you're a type of person that holds the door open for people, what you want is you want everyone around to have a smile. Because if you see everyone around happy, you become more happier. A happy environment creates happy people. It's not about whether it was a girl or a guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I reckon that's silly, that whole thing. But I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about there. But yeah, anyway, sorry.
Oh, look, we'll move on. We'll move on. So after the two first lines, it goes, the switching up shit is what I can't F with. I'm feeling you, but you're hard to get in touch with.
What's the switching up? Shit, what's that?
I don't know. That's I was thinking about that before. I'm like, maybe it's the switching up of roles. Which, how you were saying, it's, it should be the guy calling the girl first.
I'm not saying it should be. It's just
No.
what I've
That traditionally,
understood. Yeah. Because a girl's never asked me out on a date before.
Well, maybe that's what she's referring to, the switching up part, like where
so
she has to contemplate calling first now.
Oh, she doesn't want to call this person out.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't F with that.
Why not? I reckon that's cool. When there's a girl that can...
Again, it could, like, you don't know whether or not she's taking a feminist stance or she's just being, picky about, men should do this. And
I don't know, because if a girl can call a guy out, I think that's kind of cool. I think for the guy, it shows them it's not going to be just like a long, treacherous, boring, simple road. Like, she's gonna be putting in the effort too. So there's so many ways this thing can go now, rather than just a good old, she's probably waiting for me to make the call, I better call her, and I better do this, I better do that, blah blah blah. It's all up to the guy kind of thing. Because that's boring. It's cool when girls are more independent.
Yeah. And
they're like, hey, I'm busy like all of next week, but on Wednesday, I can do this. Hey, you want to catch like some, I don't know, some whatever with me? I don't know. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
But is that so? You reckon that's what the switching up?
I think so, because I couldn't
roles?
figure it out either, and I was like, maybe it's in reference to that.
Maybe, I don't know. I just had an idea. Like, maybe this guy always changes his phone number all the time, and
so that's why he's not keeping in touch.
Yeah, because he has to have this number and then this number, because he's like doing a mission for like the FBI here, and then here he's working for the CIA, and then here he's working for like, I don't know, the Islamic State here, and like he keeps changing numbers. Maybe she's upset about it. It's like, oh man, I can't get in contact with this guy. Yeah. Maybe that's why she doesn't want to call. She might be calling the wrong number
all the time, and she's like sick of it. Like, I hate, ending up speaking to like, what's a really typical telemarketer name, or like a customer service name.
I never want to remember their names.
But yeah, it could be reference to that. I'm not sure, but that's what my first thought was, because I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
And then I'm feeling you, but you're hard to get in touch with. I think that's pretty simple to understand.
Yeah,
like
she's feeling her. That means she's interested
Yeah.
in this other person.
Yeah.
Whether they're a guy or girl.
Right.
I think it's a guy because, she makes it quite clear it's a guy.
Yeah.
Or kinda. Yeah, it should be a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're hard to get in touch with. So maybe this guy's busy.
Yeah.
Could be on the
Can't
job.
get through to him. And
Yeah, could be on the job all the time.
yeah, now she has to do this whole switching up thing where she has to be the one to call first. And
Yeah. Oh, he could be, overseas all the time. So his number's always going to be different.
Yeah.
It's hard to,
Yeah.
like, hard to contact him because he's got this number, and then maybe she has to call through Skype. Oh, but there's no internet there, so now she has to wait till he gets a payphone so he can call.
Different time zones, whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that, it goes, and you ain't hit me up in a while, acting like you don't know what number to dial.
So you ain't hit me up pretty much means you haven't made contact, or
Yeah.
you haven't showed an effort to make contact.
Yeah.
Maybe he has, but where he is overseas, they got no reception or no
Yeah,
internet.
or like they haven't successfully connected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
established contact.
Yeah. Established connection, yeah.
Communication. Yeah, because it goes with the understanding of communication. Communication, it's about the one person transmitting some sort of communication and the other one receiving it.
Yep.
It's not communication until the delivery and the reception of it is complete.
Yeah.
Because I could be saying all these things to you, but if you're not receiving my message, and
Yeah,
you're
we're not communicating.
yeah,
then,
there has not been communication.
yeah.
I could be telling you all about like these super world secrets all in the world, and if you don't even remember one, I haven't successfully communicated
Yeah.
to you. And yeah, so maybe he has tried to contact her, maybe he hasn't,
Yep.
but she feels that he hasn't
been.
hit her up in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there has been some time.
So acting like you don't know what number to dial. I think here, because she's so upset, she thinks that this person is acting as if, like it's almost as if they've forgotten
Her number.
who the contact is, or
Yeah.
like who to contact, where to contact, and how to contact.
I guess this is kind of a way that she can kind of reassure that if she's special or not. Because it seems like there's an expectation. Like, you should have already memorized my number.
Yeah.
You should already have that stuff written down in the back of your head, in the back of your hand.
Yeah.
You should know my number.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
another
that-
way of asking, like, did you just forget about me or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I'm important to you, aren't I?
yeah.
You should know my number. I don't know your number, by the way.
Yeah, you do.
But,
Well, don't quote it here.
this switching up shit, is like, I can't F with that because you have changed your number and I don't know what it is now.
You should.
Are you angry?
Acting like you don't know what number to dial.
I'm serious. Hey, maybe this guy hasn't memorized it because it's just saved on his phone.
Yeah.
And when he lost his phone, he's like, "Oh, damn, I don't know."
Yeah. And
the number."
because phones serve as the brain's external memory nowadays.
It is.
I mean,
yeah.
like, nobody has to go to the effort anymore to remember somebody's number.
Yeah, no one writes it down in the phone book anymore.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, a digital phone book or a written phone book. Yeah, that piece of memory is gone. Maybe. Well, we're only suspecting.
Yeah, keeping it vague. So after that, it goes, you quit, then that's it. I'ma throw in the towel. Because an N-word only gonna do what you allow.
It's funny because she's saying if you quit, she's technically saying if you quit, then I quit.
Yeah.
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 So, okay. Yeah.
That's what she's saying. Like, if you...
That's
You're
kinda
giving up on this relationship, so am I then. Like, what's the point of hanging around?
Yeah. What do you think
Yeah.
about that? Like, is that the way it should be? If one person quits, then the other person should quit, or should
I don't know. Like,
if someone means something, like if person B means a lot to person A, should person A just give up because person B hasn't been putting in an effort, or because person B means a lot to person A, so should person A persist until person B might realize, hey, this might work out?
I don't know. I think it's situational. Like, it's
Yeah.
very dependent on what kind of relationship you had. Like, I'm going to take a domestic violence relationship as an example. If just say the woman has and the man, like, they have children, but the husband's completely abusive. He doesn't
yeah,
work.
of
He doesn't
course.
support the family.
Yeah, of course.
and things like that. And he's given up on the relationship. Then yeah, I think the woman as a person person A and the husband's person B, if person B is given up, the husband, then I think that person A, the wife, should give up as well, because
Yeah, but they're husband and wife. Either way, both of them technically can't give up anymore, because there's no give up when you're married. Well, I don't know. I know there's divorce and all that stuff, but to me,
if I was in a violent and abusive relationship, yeah, I would give up.
Yeah. You don't want to hang on and see if you can make a change.
No, if that, no, I don't think, if you're in that kind of relationship,
What if there's something wrong with person B, and there's a way that it can be solved?
What if he needed professional help,
or something? What if
if
I don't know if it works. What if he was hypnotized?
That's why I'm saying it's situational and really dependent, because
would you give up straight away, or would you try to hang on a bit longer?
I think most people, what most women would do is hang on a bit longer and give that person a second chance.
Because you said if it was me, so I'm continuing on with your example.
What? I didn't say if it was you.
No, if it was as in you.
Oh, if it was me.
Yeah, you were explaining.
When did I say you were going to be the wife?
No, you were explaining something in your situation.
If it was me.
So would you give up straight away?
If after all the effort and help and energy that I tried to put in to fix the relationship, and then it wasn't fixed because the husband just wasn't reciprocating and wasn't responding and wasn't trying and putting in effort, and nothing helped, then yeah, I would leave.
Because I feel,
but only after I tried.
I feel here, what she's saying, it's almost as if she's not even gonna try to force, let it ride out a bit more just to see. I feel like she sees, you're gonna quit, then I'm quitting too. It's straight away kind of thing. That's what I'm asking. Are you just gonna quit straight away? So would you, if it were your situation? Maybe not. Okay, in your example, I don't blame in the situation that you were explaining. I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah.
But that's not what I meant by just giving up straight away. Because what I was thinking is, it seems like they're not. I don't know. From what I got from this, what I got from this song is, I feel like they're not exactly a completely established girlfriend or boyfriend yet. They're still kind of
figuring it out.
Yeah, is it on the rocks? Is that the right way to say it?
No, on the rocks is when things are shit's about to fall down.
Oh, okay, not on the rocks, but they're still, they're not 100% there yet. And I feel like she's saying, all right, you don't want to be 100% with me, then I won't be 100% with you. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes maybe it might be a good idea to hold on. For example, if there was this guy and he had this kind of job and this kind of thing, and he saw this person and he knew this person and he knew this other person's talent, what their skills were, what they were good with, and all the people they knew, and he knew, if me and her get married, this would be beautiful. But she's never met this guy before, and then he tries to make an effort to get in her life, but she's like, she's too busy, and she blows it off. Is it right for him to just give up like that, or should he keep trying to see if he can get her to maybe realize, hey, there's a lot of potential in our relationship?
I don't know. I think
you don't agree with that?
This is more of a question of a person's will.
Yeah.
So
but what I'm asking is it wrong for the guy to persist?
I don't think it's wrong for a guy to persist.
It's not.
I'm saying it's not wrong for him to persist, and it's not wrong for him to give up.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's going to be a creep and a stalker and wait outside her house every day. I mean, just he saw hey, there was a lot of potential here. Maybe we could have had something.
I know, I think it's, he's not going to be wrong for persisting, and he's not going to be wrong for quitting. Both ways, he'll be a fool.
I think I think that's the question in this whole song here, because she obviously wants something from this guy, you know, she's trying to decide whether she can call or not, or she should call or not. You know, she's explaining what she's frustrated with, and now she's all of a sudden, it's strange for her to all of a sudden be like, if you're gonna give up, then I'm gonna give up, because it sounds like she's already decided to continue even though he could have given up.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah. I like to throw in the towel. If people don't know what that means, it means
boxing.
yeah. In combat sports, you usually have a coach sponsor you into a fight, or like bring you into a fight so you can fight with another competitor, and the coach has the right to forfeit the match for you. Like, you could be the coach's champion, and if your coach sees that you are no longer fit to fight, or for any reason why he doesn't want the fight to continue, he can forfeit the match for you and quit it. And yeah, she's just saying, you know, I'm throwing the towel. Because yeah, I don't know how that came, like throwing in the towel as in a sign of forfeiting. I think it's because the towel is usually white, and it's like a white flag. Oh yeah, why is a white flag a sign of surrender?
I think
white is
the color white is like a universal color for peace and
yeah,
tranquility,
and neutrality,
and purity.
Yeah, it's not, you can't say white is aggressive, even though white is an extremely aggressive color. You know, it's pretty much all the colors in
combined.
Yeah, in the visible light spectrum put together. I think that's damn aggressive. But yeah, I guess emotionally it's neutral, because it is all the colors put together evenly.
Yeah, exactly.
At a high rate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's what it's like. You know, when you throw in the towel, it's like surrendering, you know, showing the white flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when it goes, cause an N-word only gonna do what you allow, I think that's reference to it's like that saying, you only accept the love that you think you deserve. So if you think that you don't deserve a lot of love, then you'll only accept a little bit of love. So
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, for example, if you let yourself be used and abused by a person,
then you're just gonna be used and abused.
Yeah, because you're allowing it, you know? And so what she's saying here, I think, is if she's going to allow him to keep treating her this way, not establishing contact with her, then this is just going to keep happening if she allows it.
So when it says you, it means her, doesn't it? As in,
yeah, or like,
instead of saying the N-word,
yeah,
because a man only gonna do what she allows.
Yeah, when she says you, she means like the listeners collectively, which is us. You know what I mean? So imagine she's speaking anecdotally to someone, which is us, the audience.
Yeah, because I thought, so what you allow, I thought that meant what he allows, but it's what she allows.
Yeah, what she allows. Yeah.
Now that makes sense. Yeah,
and
of course.
When she says an N-word, she means, well, the person that she's referring to, the guy.
Yeah, I usually understand that as a masculine pronoun, you know, for an African American male.
Yeah.
Do African American females refer to themselves as the N-word?
No idea.
Or did they have a different word for that?
No idea.
I'm not sure. I'm just used to hearing it referred to a male, you know, with rap music and all.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty masculine term. And then after these two lines, it goes, "You don't want this gun smoke. Learn to text with your nose if your thumb broke." That's
a threat, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't want this gun smoke.
Meaning you don't want me to kill you.
Yeah.
Because after you fire a gun, it smokes. And that means that you fired a shot at someone.
But it might not be just kill him. It might mean you don't want me to go crazy and fire a gun. Because, you know, usually when someone starts letting the gun fire, it shows, you know, they've kind of lost all sense of... not sense, but like they've lost their restraint. Yeah, so I don't know, because sometimes I think it could be her saying like, you don't want me to go crazy, because it's not that she's gonna fire the gun at him. She could just be firing it in the air. It's to kind of, people will do that to prove like, yo, I'm willing to go to the next level.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fire this gun. This is a warning shot, because the next shot could be you.
Yeah, warning shot. Yeah, I think it's a warning shot. Yeah.
Because if she really cares about this person, why would she shoot them? I don't know. Some people are like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, and then she says, "Learn to text with your nose if your thumb broke," meaning like she doesn't care what sort of dire state or situation he is in. He has to keep in contact with her, and whether or not that means, if his thumbs are broken, it doesn't matter. He better learn how to text with his nose just to keep establishing this contact with her if he still wants anything to do with her.
Why nose? Because like that's difficult, She could have said toes, because nose and toes, they rhyme.
Yeah.
So learn to text with your toes if your thumb's broke.
I don't know. Maybe nose rolled off of her tongue better when she
I think
rapped.
the song wouldn't have sounded as cool
With
if
toes,
she said
yeah.
toes. Yeah, learn to text with your toes.
Yeah.
Because it sounds funny, texting with your toes. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last lines of the verse go,
I'm gonna learn how to text with my toes.
yuck. I don't care if we get into it and I stall on your ass. Better still wake up to missed calls from your ass, N-word.
What does that mean, if I stall on your ass? I don't understand that. I don't care if we get into it and I stall on you.
Is that, when you drive a manual car and you stall? Like you stop?
Yeah, maybe like go too slow, maybe? Is that what it means? So maybe she's trying to say, I don't care if when we do finally hit it off, my pace is different to the pace that you wanted. It could be like that,
I think what she means is because...
But do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. But I also think that, how she says, I don't care if we get into it. Usually when you say that you get into it with someone, it means that you're having an argument with them. So I think what she's trying to say is she doesn't care if they get into an argument and then she stalls on his ass, meaning she she stops. Like they stop the argument, or she storms out of the argument. The next day, after she wakes up from being asleep, there better be missed calls from him, meaning he still should be the one kind of chasing her.
Trying to reach out for her.
Yeah, that's what she wants. That's the dynamic that she wants of the relationship.
So if we get into it is about an argument.
Yeah, getting into an argument.
because I thought, if we get into it, could be like...
Yeah, that could be...
They're getting into it.
Yeah,
and then that's why I don't understand what stalling on him means. That's where I didn't get it.
Yeah,
From your example, that makes sense.
Yeah, because you can say getting into it in many different contexts.
Yeah, but in a sexual way, I didn't understand what stalling meant.
Yeah. But I think in this context, she means an argument with someone which is where the stalling makes sense.
I think, no, you know what? I think I understand.
No, it's not sexual.
I think I understand what the stall on your ass is. Because I heard from what I found out, I heard it's harder to get a girl into her sexual peak. It's a lot harder for a girl to get into a sexual peak than a guy. So maybe, the fact that it takes longer for the girl means if she stalls on him, kind of thing. I don't know.
I get it.
Yeah, and then, she's still hoping that he's still begging for more after, so she can finally get there.
Yeah.
Like in the morning. Like she wants to finish off in the morning.
And that's why she's got missed calls.
Yeah, because she wants to finish it off ASAP, like 'cause she went to sleep and everyone went to sleep. And,
which I don't think is the case.
She's ready for round 2.
Yeah, it could be. We'll
maybe.
never know. So that's verse 1 of Cardi B's. So let's sum up the verse.
Yeah.
So we just think that here she's just expressing how upset she is that the person she likes or has this sort of relationship with doesn't keep in touch and doesn't take initiative to, and how she feels about not getting the love and attention from him, or her. Yeah,
pretty much.
That's it.
Yeah, like to put it into like a sentence, she's just, this verse is about explaining how upset she is from the lack of attention. Yeah.
And then after the verse, the chorus repeats again, which is Kehlani's part. And then after that is verse 2, which is also Cardi B's verse. And she starts off the verse by saying, "Nah, N-word, now you gonna have to call me, 'cause I'm looking at these messages, they on me."
From what I could see from the first verse to this one, there's a trend going on, and she really wants him to make the call, because she's saying here she's been sending the messages.
Yeah.
I think she's trying to say here, I've been sending the text messages, so you have to call. Because no matter what I'm gonna do, I'll never call. It has to be you to call.
Yeah.
Like, she seems to have established that about herself.
And then she says, "'Cause I'm looking at these messages, they on me."
Yeah, as in like they're my messages, right? Isn't
No, I think when she says they on me, it means that there are other people texting her. Like, you know, oh, they on me, they all on me. Because the next line says, acting like they ain't N-words that want me. So she's looking at her phone filled with messages from other guys.
Oh, and so these other guys are on her, as in they're onto her, as in they're pursuing her.
Yeah, they're pursuing her.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and then she's telling the one guy that she's interested in, to call her instead of, you know, messaging her.
That's pathetic, because if she sounds like she's really into this guy, it doesn't matter if these other guys are messaging her or not. It shouldn't matter. If she really likes this one guy, who cares that these other guys are messaging her? Because you know what that sounds like? If she does care that these other guys are messaging her, it sounds like this one dude she's seeing about in particular is not that important. You know? She sounds like the Bachelorette, and it's all these guys trying their best to, you know, have their way with her, and she'll be dating them all at the same time.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks. But maybe she wants to be like that, you know, the Bachelorette. You know, want a whole smorgasbord of guys, you know, doing what they can for her,
lusting after her.
Yeah, even though she has this one in mind in particular, I feel like that's the only one. If she that one guy should be the only one that matters. It shouldn't matter that there's other people on her.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, you know, I get where she's trying to come from, you know.
Yeah.
She's using,
or it could be, you know, she thought that they had something special going on, and then suddenly he stopped calling her, and now she's like, "What's going on? Call me, because there are other people trying to pursue me, but I just want you. Like, what's going on? I thought we had something special." That's why she's telling him, "You're gonna have to call me if you want to keep pursuing this thing that I thought was special between us." You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's the next lines that make me feel differently about that.
Yeah.
Which are,
you know, acting like they ain't N-words that want me. Let another N-word in your spot. You gonna be hot. N-word coffee.
I think if you're uncomfortable saying the N-word, we'll just say man.
Okay.
You know, so acting like they ain't men that want me. Let another man in your spot, and you gonna be hot man coffee.
Yeah. So here I think she's saying, like, she knows that these other men want her, but she's kind of blowing it off because she's only interested in this one guy. And then she's saying to the guy that she's interested in, if she allows another man to take his spot, then just watch. You're going to be angry about it. That's what she means by hot, like coffee, like hot coffee.
Yeah.
You're going to be hot
and
angry about it.
she sounds like she's so sure that everyone wants to like completely be with her and everything. So it's pretty cocky having that kind of mentality. This is a very cocky mentality I'm seeing here.
I feel like there's a lot of guys that are this way as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what she means by... that's what I think she means by those two lines.
I don't have a problem with her being cocky or anything. Like that's cool. I'm just saying, like, it's where she's coming from. Because another girl might be reading this and she won't understand how to interpret these lyrics. You know? She's like, do other guys want me? Am I going to let another guy in the guy that I want spot? Kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Yeah, so she's aware that, she has a lot of potential partners out there. And she's upset that the one she likes is not, making the effort.
Yeah.
Because she wants him to make the effort. She wants him to be the special one, that fought for her against all the others, that dueled all these men and proved to be the champion.
After those...
Girls like that, don't they? They like it. I know girls love it when men fight over them. It's strange, but I've seen a lot of trouble happen because you can ultimately look at it in a way where girls really like men fighting over them.
Yeah,
I can't quote anyone right now, but it's a very common thing that's happened.
I've seen it happen. Like, I've seen it happen.
I
quite a
know
lot.
countless things that's happened, and I just think, oh my god, man, really? Like, who cares about her?
Yeah.
What the hell? You should be partying with me, bro. Don't worry about that crap.
Yeah.
Like, who is she? She's just like a nobody.
Yeah.
Don't be fighting over that stuff.
But yeah, that's what we think those lines mean. After that, she says, "You're gonna be sick to your stomach. Hit me when you're free. 1-800."
Yeah, 1-800 just means to call, because 1-800 is usually the start of a business. Is it the start of a business?
Yeah, or some sort of
What does
business.
1-800 indicate in a phone number? Because it's part of it's the beginning of phone numbers, and they're usually businesses,
like a hotline
or organizations.
for something. Yeah.
Why 1-800?
I don't know.
Like
I don't know. Some company might have started off with 1-800 and it had such a nice ring to it that every other business decided to adopt it, or because it's maybe a different way. It's just a way that you could differentiate between what was a home phone number, what was a business calling you, and things like that. It might help
with like a switchboard kind of thing, put it to the 1-800 department, and then they handle all the corporate sort of phone calls.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. But it's obviously, about a phone call, hit me when you're free, as in, not attack her, but,
as in, like,
make contact.
Yeah, communicate, yeah. And you're going to be sick to your stomach, hit me when you're free.
Yeah.
As in,
Yeah, you're going to be sick to your stomach. It's got to do with the lines before it, as in, if I let someone else have their way with me, you're going to be upset and you're going to be sick.
Yeah.
So call me.
Or it could be a reference to like a home nurse or a home doctor service that starts with 1-800.
Yeah.
Yeah, because after that it goes, hit
maybe
me when
she's
you're
a
free.
nurse.
Hit me when you're free. 1-800. It's emergency. Call me 911. Because right now I'm out here trying to find someone. So when you're sick or you're in an emergency, you would typically call the police or an ambulance through the 911, or in Australia it'd be 000. Call the 911 number for an emergency, or I think home doctor services and nurse services start off with the 1-800 number, or 1-300 or something.
I don't know. I've never called them before.
Yeah.
I think she's just saying it's an emergency, call me 911, because 911 is the emergency services number in the US.
In the US, yeah.
And she's just trying to emphasize the fact that it's an emergency, as in her desire to make contact with this person is going out of hand. Like, she desperately wants to get in contact with them. And to her, she feels it's an emergency now.
Yeah.
Because she probably can't keep herself stable.
Mentally
stable.
Yeah, here you can see she's getting desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's even calling it an emergency.
Yeah.
Because her number's obviously not 911.
911, yeah.
Unless she's a police officer or a paramedic or she works for the fire brigade,
Yeah.
which is pretty damn cool. But I don't think that's the case because she's a rapper.
Yeah.
You know? I think if you're a musician, you could be a service. I mean,
Like Ja
an
Rule.
emergency service person as well. Yeah, like Ja Rule. No, but I'm saying because when you're a musician, let's say you go and tour for a year or something, and then when that tour's over, you haven't been working on an album, you can go back to being a police officer.
Yeah.
I don't know if the police department allows
Yeah,
that.
I don't know, yeah.
I know for the fire brigade, because a lot of fire brigade work is volunteered.
Yeah.
Oh, here in Australia, there's a lot of volunteer fire brigade work, so maybe she could be part of the fire brigade. And then now she's back, in the service. Call me 911.
Yeah.
Just say there's a fire at your house.
And I think it's also in reference to when she says, because right now I'm out here trying to find someone, because you would typically call 911 if there's someone that's gone missing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so she's probably gone
Yeah.
he's gone missing.
Yeah,
It's an emergency.
and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna call 911 on
him.
your ass."
He must be a really great guy. You know? He must be. She made a whole song about this guy not getting back to her.
Yeah, maybe it's about Offset. I don't know.
What's Offset?
Offset the rapper. That's her baby daddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm not very good with
Oh, okay, yeah.
the news,
Yeah.
celebrity news and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's as far as I know. I'm not that.
Were they together when she made this song,
Oh, must have been.
or maybe they weren't completely together, and then that's why she's like, you don't ring me anymore, you don't call me anymore.
I think they were together because I think she just had the baby.
Maybe she had written this song before that.
Yeah,
something.
maybe.
I don't
Yeah.
know. If she wrote this song.
Yeah.
Because I heard that people don't write their songs nowadays.
I feel like the opposite is true, and people do write their songs these days.
No. I'm saying I heard, because I always thought people wrote their songs.
Yeah.
And then when I heard that they didn't, it's just like, oh, okay.
Oh, because I've always known that, especially with Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, and NSYNC and all that, during those times when they were high-profile artists, I knew that they didn't write a whole bunch of their own songs.
Yeah.
I knew.
See, I didn't know that. I grew up my whole life thinking that every artist writes their own song. But it makes sense, because sometimes, I could understand if they write some of their own songs, and then there's some songs that they don't write.
Yeah.
Because what I heard with the music industry, sometimes the music industry that you work for, they want you to release these kinds of songs, and they'll give you this song.
they dictate what you can and can't release.
Yeah. It's like,
I think not.
something political is going on. I
Yeah.
want you to make a song I want you to sing this song about this,
Yeah.
just to calm everyone the hell down.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember, I think during the Vietnam War, there was this singer, and he wrote his song about being a US citizen, and how sad and depressing it was. You get conscripted into war, especially a war you don't really want to fight, because it's not threatening to you. It's kind of threatening politically to your country. Well, he felt that way, but how do I say this? He was pretty much just talking about the sadness of being part of the US and having this potential to be conscripted into war. I think that's what it was about. And then the music industry took this guy, they took him, and then they made his song, which was originally kind of depressing and sad, just more real and honest. They made it sound upbeat and lively, and they used it to promote joining the war.
What song was it?
Communism. Born in the USA.
Oh,
I don't know. I remember learning that in history class.
crazy. All right.
Yeah, because when you listen to the original, it's not as upbeat, and you can kind of take it more honestly. Listen to the deep, confronting parts about it. Whereas with the more upbeat promotional version, all you hear is just the big upbeat music, just going off, and
And you kind of look past the meaning of the song. Yeah. Oh wow, okay. I didn't know that.
But well, at least here, like I'm pretty sure he wrote that song because it was his song. It's just they gave it their own touch, and I just wanted to use that as an example as maybe I understand that people aren't writing their own songs, or they aren't. Maybe they wrote most of the songs, but it's not the way they wanted it to be, kind of thing. I don't know. But whatever, you know, as long as the main thing about it is someone's performing the music and they perform it well, and it's good, you know, because you know, I might write an awesome song, but I'm probably going to be horrible at performing it. Yeah. So I would like if someone cool like Justin Bieber or something can perform my song. That would be awesome, you know.
Yeah, because what if I don't have the vocal ability to carry out the song the way I wanted, the way which I intended when I wrote the song?
Yeah.
I need someone else to do it for me.
Yeah, I might have wrote a song that had all these high notes or all these low notes, and I definitely can't do it. But, you know, it would be awesome if the person with the ability to do it could do that for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess I get that as well. Did she write this song?
I'm pretty sure Cardi B writes her own raps, yeah.
Okay.
Not sure about Khelani though. But also after...
You don't think Khelani writes her own music as well?
I'm not sure. She could write, like, you know, a majority of her songs. But at the same time, you know, songwriters could be writing other songs for her because maybe she has the best voice for their song.
I think initially most artists, when they're not famous yet, they definitely write their own songs, right? Because where else are you going to get your content from, your music? Like, you got to make it yourself. And then once you join up, then you can, you know, sing the songs that you've been given to sing.
Or like you could be like Justin Bieber and you were singing songs on YouTube and then someone discovered you and, you know, you didn't have
Is that how Justin Bieber
I think so.
became
on YouTube? Really? Yeah. He was a kid. It was a really cute kid.
Yeah, I remember he was really young when I first heard of him. Yeah. That's cool. I thought... Yeah, I thought Usher found him and then sponsored him.
Maybe.
And he blew up from there.
Yeah, he did, Usher, yeah. But I guess, I know, it depends on the kind of artist you are, how you expose yourself, how you market yourself, things like that. Yeah. But we'll move on from there. The next lines go, the ring on my phone, ring on my finger, you acting like you ain't trying to do either. So here... She's playing with the word ring because ring could mean to ring or call someone, or a ring could mean the ring or like a band that you wear on your finger. And here when she says ring on my phone, meaning you're not committing. There are two ways this particular person that she likes isn't committing to their relationship. One of those ways is by not calling her or establishing communication or contact with her, and the other way is he's not showing commitment emotionally to the relationship, which is the ring on the finger part. Because traditionally in many cultures, marriage means or shows commitment to someone.
Yeah, marriage is what shows that two people are partners together. It's a marriage. I don't know if this whole girlfriend-boyfriend thing is a true statement to show people are together or not, but I think people like it because the fact that you don't have to consolidate and consummate your partnership. You know, you just say, oh, we're girlfriend and boyfriend, but that doesn't mean we're married. So they're free enough to run away from it. And I don't know if that's a good thing leading up to marriage, because as long as these people have this notion in their head, oh, I can run away, what if they get into the marriage and they still got that attitude like, oh, you know, they were comfy getting into this relationship because they knew they could run away, but all of a sudden now they're married, like, oh wait, no, I can't run away anymore because I've actually committed myself to someone. But anyway, that's a different argument. But she wants to reach that committed stage,
and she's, you know, proclaiming that this particular person that she likes isn't trying to commit in these two ways.
And I think yeah, she's upset about that because, you know, I don't know how other people are, but, you know, she doesn't want to play around. Like, if she's wasting her time being concerned about this person, then, you know, shouldn't they be concerned about her as well and be willing to go to that next step, as in marriage? Because I don't know, I'm like that. Like, when I want to be with someone, they're technically married to me already. You know, it's not about, oh, we're just dating and I'm going to see how it's going to be. Like, you know, I'm the type of guy, like, I can already see, all right, that's the partner I want, you know, and it should be, I feel like it should be the same. I know it might not be the same on the other end, but I feel like, you know, like, we can't just play around and act like things aren't going to get serious. Because, like, why would we keep things, how do I say this? Why would we keep things in foreplay if we're not going to go all the way? And it's an example.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, and yeah, she's upset that he's not taking it serious.
Yeah.
Even though she's taking it seriously.
Yeah. And then after that, to wrap up the verse, she says, "Once a good girl, watch me turn diva. Here goes my heart, I put it on speaker." So she's saying she was, when she says, you know, once a good girl, she was playing it cool before. You know, she was being good about it, or trying to be good about it, but now she's turning diva, meaning she's going to throw a tantrum. Is
that what divas do? Throw tantrums?
Yeah, you know, hissy fits and stuff. But yeah, she's saying, I'm not playing cool anymore. I'm angry. Watch me turn diva. Like, watch me turn crazy.
Can you explain what diva is to me? Because I don't completely understand.
I think what a diva is someone who's just so almost princess-like, and everything has to be catered to them just the way that they like it. And if something isn't just so, they'll throw a tantrum. They'll get really angry about it.
Is that princess-like, to throw a tantrum? I thought
in
princesses don't throw tantrums.
Well, princess in the modern in the modern sense, how
really?
Yeah,
modern
when
princesses,
when you refer to someone as a princess in this sort of, or a diva in this sort of context, it means that the person is probably very childish, and you know, everything has to be served to them on a silver platter,
and not actually like princess as in royalty.
No, because I don't believe a royal princess is a brat.
Yeah, no way.
No way.
I like to believe that royalty have a very formal and, you know, dignified manner about
I think they'd be a lot more dignified. They'd be, you know, civil about things, and you know, and have some grace and elegance.
So diva is not princess, but it's more as in like, what do you call that? What's that word in psychology? The id, more id like.
Yeah.
What's the word?
Yeah, the id.
Yeah, they're very raw and primal.
Yeah, I think
instincts.
Very
instinctual.
Like, I don't know this for sure, but throughout the years, people have always referred to Mariah Carey as a diva.
Yeah? Why?
Yeah. Because it's just her demeanor, I guess.
I think she's a beautiful singer.
No, it's got nothing to do with her ability to sing. It's about her personality.
Oh, I know nothing about.
Like, apparently,
I have no idea.
I have no idea, and I love Mariah Carey because she's like a phenomenal singer.
She's a mental singer.
Yeah,
she reaches these notes that like breaks my ears. It's crazy, but it sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I've just heard that she's a diva.
Really?
Yeah.
But why? Like, what's this diva thing? Because I don't understand it.
Okay, for example, I want you to, like, if I asked you to cook me eggs, and then you cook me eggs, you served it to me on a plate, and I'd be like, why did you serve it to me on a ceramic plate? I want it on a 24 karat gold plated plate. and then you go and cook my eggs, you serve it to me in that gold plate, and then I'm like, excuse me, like, the eggs aren't perfect. Like, they're not perfectly symmetrical, blah, blah. And then you have to go and recook it again until, like, my eggs are perfectly symmetrical.
I'm not going to recook it again.
Yeah, well, that's an example of what a diva is.
Is that what a diva is? So, a fussy person.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, and they think that they just don't deserve anything less. That sort of attitude towards things.
I kind of get it.
Yeah, and usually a diva throws a tantrum when they don't get their way. Yeah. And this is what I think Cardi B is referring to. Like, she's going to throw a tantrum if she doesn't get her way. And the way that she wants is for him to establish and maintain and initiate communication or contact with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she goes, "Here goes my heart," meaning when she throws this tantrum, she's going to let her heart out or express everything that she's been bottling up inside emotionally. And in keeping with the theme of the song, she says she's going to put it on speaker.
Yeah.
As in the speaker function on your smartphone.
Yeah, or as in just she's going to put it on a music track.
Yeah.
And explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But here I think she's keeping in line with the theme of the song, which is all about ringing in the phone.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think
But
so.
But if she's on the phone with another person, how can she put their phone on speaker?
No, as in she's... Like,
is she gonna put
she's
him
probably,
on speaker and like explain it while she's driving the car?
She's probably gonna put it on speaker and then go off at him and then let everyone hear that she's going off at him, and then she wants everyone to know what he's like going to say, what he's about to say, and things like that. She wants everyone to know this fool won't be acting right, and I want everybody to know.
But he has to call first, so. How's that going to happen?
Yeah.
I feel like she's just saying she's going to put it on a music track.
Yeah, it could be.
She's going to put it on a song, or she's just going to put it on the internet or something.
Yeah, it could be that too.
Yeah.
Which would make a lot more sense.
He has to call first, remember?
Yeah. Unless she's given in and is like, nah, I'm calling first.
Okay. Yeah.
It could be that.
Maybe we just caught a loophole in her lyrics. Maybe she did mean like that, but he hasn't called yet, so he can't be on speaker yet. I don't know.
Yeah. So that's verse 2, Cardi B's verse, and we'll sum it up.
Yeah. So
in summary,
it seems with this verse that she's reached the end of her limit, or of her restraint, and now she can't hold back anymore. She's frustrated. She's angry. She's desperate. Even like she's making threats, and these threats can be seen as desperation. Like she's willing to do whatever just to get a bit of attention from this guy. Because ultimately, when you look at it, like she's at the end of the limit, and all she wants is some love and attention. Yeah. She's impatient. Like she's already lost all her patience.
Yeah. Her patience has been tested, and now it's reached its limit. Yeah. And then after verse 2, it goes back to the chorus, which is Kehlani's part. And after the chorus is verse 3, which is sung by Khelani. And she opens up the verse with, "You used to be on my line, on my tick all the time, yeah." So I think here she's trying to say that this particular person used to call her a lot. They used to keep in and maintain contact with each other quite often. And I think when she says "on my tick," it means that like he'd be responding or reciprocating promptly all the time, like on my tick, like with the tick of the clock. Yeah.
Tick all the time. Yeah. It could be because the way I understand, tick tock, ticks are minutes and tocks are hours, or ticks can be seconds. And talks could be minutes. Yeah. Tick tock.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. She's just saying that you always used to be there. Yeah, like you said, like always be, within the second or the minute. Of contact.
Yeah. And then after she says, "Love it when you make me feel like you don't mind when I ain't got time for you." here it sounds like she was like a busy person, and whenever she didn't have time or couldn't make time for this particular person, it seemed like they never used to mind that she was busy.
When you make me feel like you don't mind. So it sounds like he did mind. Because he used to make her feel like he didn't mind.
Or was she saying...
But now he makes her feel like he does mind.
Yeah, like it sounds like he does mind now, but back then she liked... It probably flattered her when he'd want time from her, but she didn't have the time to give, and then he would just act like he didn't mind.
Yeah.
And she kind of loved the feeling because it kind of flattered her. It meant that somebody wanted her.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because she's saying, love it when you make me feel like you don't mind when I ain't got time for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that flattering?
A little bit. Like, because it's still kind of suggesting that this person...
It's still pursuing her.
Yeah, was keeping in contact with her. And usually when you're trying to keep in contact with someone, you're asking for their time. Yeah.
If that would make sense if she was a busy person.
Yeah.
But if she was not a busy person, then I can understand why this guy was getting angry. Because he'll be like, what the hell? You're not even busy, man. I saw you like at McDonald's just like 5 minutes ago, man. You're not doing anything. I know you're not, okay?
Yeah.
Let's spend time together. Or like, I know you were at Stacey's house because, she Instagrammed that you guys were like
together
eating ice cream.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, stop making excuses now. Like, I used to mind, but now like you're just full of shit. I don't know.
And then after that she goes, and no, it don't go to my head. I'm only arrogant in bed. I just love to know you want to spend time with me instead.
I think she's just saying like she doesn't let it worry her too much.
Yeah. And I'm only arrogant in bed.
Yeah, and then so she's saying, but she does let it worry her in bed. I think that's what she means by arrogant in bed. Is that got to do with like in bed as in sexually, or when she's about to go to sleep and she's feeling? Because sometimes when you're about to go to sleep, you feel more emotional.
Yeah.
Because when you're about to go to sleep and you're lying there in peace, that's. When you sleep, it's technically when your mind gets to reflect over everything it's been through.
On the day,
Yeah, and at the same time, you get to reflect over your emotions.
Yeah.
And things, how you felt about things that day. So maybe that's when she's more emotional and like she feels she can be more arrogant there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is absolutely normal.
Yeah. Initially, I thought that it was a sexual reference, but
I thought.
But now that I thought about it, I'm like, no, it could just mean she's lying in bed, going over things.
I did
in
think
her
it
head.
was a sexual reference too.
Yeah,
it's just because it's on the same line, so it could be contrary. On the other hand,
I'm
I'm letting it go to my head when I'm in bed.
Yeah. So meaning she has sexual confidence.
No, I meant when she's reflecting.
I know, yeah.
Either way.
And then I just love to know you want to spend time with me instead, meaning she liked to know that somebody wanted to spend their time with her instead of other people. That's what she means by the instead.
You reckon instead of other people?
Yeah.
It could be
because
it could be. Oh yeah, go on.
It probably makes her feel special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could just be, he wants to spend time, at the pub watching the footy, having a few drinks, and she feels better knowing like, oh, he'll rather spend time with me than go drinking at the pub. It doesn't have to be like with other people. It could just be like, oh, he likes to go to the gym. I wish he would spend time with me instead of like lifting weights.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But either way, she would rather his time spent with her, and she would rather he liked it when he spent his time with her instead of other things, because she doesn't want to feel boring.
Yeah.
Because sadly, she could be boring. I don't think so. She's a musician. She can't be boring.
Yeah, and then after those lines, she says, now you all caught up, and you done left me alone, yeah. So here I think it's the reverse has happened now. She used to be so busy and not have time for this guy, but now this
He's
guy is busy.
Yeah, so I think
And
caught up means, now you're busy.
Yeah, you're caught up in all these other things that don't correlate to her.
Yeah, because caught up usually means you've been captured into something that keeps you busy.
Yeah, that occupies your time.
Yeah.
And you done left me alone. So she's feeling lonely about it because he doesn't have time for her anymore.
Yeah, well, the grand final is next week, so he's got all caught up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
With the
footy's
boys.
on. Yeah, with the boys at the pub. It's gonna be rowdy.
Yeah.
And she probably feels lonely about that, because all the boys got together, and she wants attention too, but she can't compete on grand final night.
And then she says after those lines, "You was all fed up, ready for the next step. Want to be on your own. Said, I just miss you. I just miss us, baby." So here I think she's saying that it sounds like this guy, he really was just fed up with her not having time for him.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, he was ready, and now he's ready for the next step.
Well, he was ready for the next step.
He was ready for the next step, but now he wants to break free from her and be on his own without her.
He doesn't want to bother with her anymore because she could have been one of those girls that, everything has to go this way, where the guy has to always ask, the guy always has to call, the guy has to do this, do that, and he's probably sick of it. He's like, man, what the hell? Like, why do I always have to be the one to reach out?
Yeah.
Screw this, man. You don't even put in the effort. I'm already sick of acting like I don't care when you say you're busy. I care. It's inconvenient for me, Like it's very inconvenient, It's not fair that you're not making it. So you're probably like, what? I don't even want to be with you. Let's be alone instead.
Yeah.
Screw
and then
that,
now
man.
she's saying that she misses him and she misses the relationship, I guess.
She doesn't miss him. She just misses the fact that some guy was going out of his way just to try to get some attention, and she wouldn't even make an effort back.
Yeah.
She missed putting in the effort. She finally met the truth, and she's like, "Oh, I miss the fantasy of it." I don't know. Maybe that wasn't the case. I don't know.
Yeah.
But she's upset that he's finally decided he can't take it anymore.
Yeah. I think so too.
Because from what I can see, from the rest of the lyrics of the whole song, it's kind of one-sided, kind of.
Yeah.
Come on,
little bit.
just admit it. It's got that ideal with it. That diva, right? That's diva-like.
Yeah.
Would you say it's diva-like?
Yeah, I would say this is.
Yeah. It's got that.
Yeah. It just sounds like two people throwing a hissy fit. And then the last line of the verse is "all I know is," and then the chorus just continues after that. So "all I know is" leads onto the last chorus of the song.
Yeah.
So to sum up verse 3, I think here she's just expressing how she liked the balance of her, if you can call it a relationship, that she had with that person before, and how she misses the love and attention that he gave to her.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. She just misses that attention.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's love, but yeah, she misses the attention that she got from this dude.
Yeah.
Or from someone before that she's probably not getting anymore.
Yeah.
Because they want to be on their own.
Yep.
Yeah. It's actually a very sad song. Makes me kind of sad.
And yeah. And then after verse 3 is the chorus for one last time.
Yeah. And yeah, I like the chorus. I reckon the chorus of the song is good.
I like the chorus.
I reckon it makes the song.
Yeah, it's the first thing that they open up with, and it's the first thing that caught me.
Yeah, it's very
beat.
catchy. I love the way she sings it.
It's simple.
Yeah. But you can feel
her
the
soul.
emotion.
Yeah.
I love that. You really feel the soul of it.
I think a lot of the younger generation can relate to this because it's a really.
I think everyone can relate to this.
Anybody who's had experience in using the telephone
Yeah.
can relate to this.
To communicate with potential significant others
Yeah.
or with significant others, they can definitely relate to
Yeah, I think it's a good song. It's really universal.
this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a guy, and I always know what it's like to be on the other end of this song. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that I don't kind of feel these things, you know.
Yeah.
Because I wish to hell like someone would call me, you know. But that just never happens.
Yeah.
You know, like, I could dream to one day be called by someone, but it's never gonna happen. At least these girls, they know they've been called before. Like they're expecting this call. It's like
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like part of the program. With me, it's never gonna be part of my program, so I can only dream about it.
Yeah.
That's why I like the lyrics and like I can relate to it because it's just a fantasy.
You can
to me.
fantasize about being like a
Yeah.
20-something-year-old woman for once in your life.
Yeah, but for girls, I feel like girls can like, you know, apply this to reality and really put themselves in these
Yeah.
shoes and be like, man, they're not even calling me anymore. They used to call me, but now they don't. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I could never say that.
Yeah.
But I do feel, you know, I know what that's like. You know, you feel kind of abandoned, even though, you know, someone could be busy all the time and they can't call you. You know, or they're just too busy to just make contact. It makes sense, you know.
Yeah. So
Just
to
saying.
sum up the song,
It's plain and simple,
yeah,
man.
plain and simple.
The girls, they're upset that someone's not making contact with them anymore.
Yeah.
And anyone will be upset about that, you know.
Yeah.
You don't have to get over the world angry and upset, but you know, it's disappointing. It can bring a frown to your face for a split second, if
Yeah.
anything.
But you'll be right again.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's Ring by Cardi B featuring Kehlani.
Yeah. So, as usual, we've got some questions that we want to ask. We haven't prepared any questions, but I got one right away. Does a guy always have to call the girl?
Oh, that was my question that I...
Oh, man, that's straight up, you know, come on. Why is it that the guy has to make the effort? Like, why has she got pride that she's not the one not to call? You know,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And is it... go on. Do you have one?
No, not yet. You stole my one.
Oh, okay. Another one is a guy supposed to not mind that a girl is apparently always busy? Because that frustrates me if I'm trying to make time and they're always busy. To me, it reveals incompatibility with timetables, you know? They're obviously too busy, or I'm too busy, or it's just incompatible. But that doesn't seem to be a factor that determines the strength of a relationship. But yeah.
I don't really have a philosophical question in mind, because the one that I was thinking of, Dan already said. But I was thinking more along the lines of tradition, and it's not the correct term, but it's around the same idea, and the idea is chivalry. So does the man... why is it that the woman has to always be the one that is pursued by a man, and can't it be the other way around?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Like the woman doesn't always have to sit pretty. Usually when like in fairy tales, when somebody has to be saved, it's usually the damsel in distress and she has to be saved. But can it be the other way around? Yeah. Or if you have examples of it, or any tales of it being the other way around, we'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, well, anyway, I don't really have much because I didn't prepare any questions. But yeah, that's all we got. And that pretty much wraps it up. So as usual, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed anything, let us know. If you didn't, let us know. We apologize for anything we said wrong or that may be offensive. And correct us, because we'll always stand corrected. Other than that, I'm Dan.
I'm V.
And we're giving you lyrics at home. Thanks.